Hi guys, welcome back to another baby slash kid related video. I am actually really excited to do this video because I've been feeling like the walls are creeping in on me and the things are piling up. So what we're gonna tackle today is baby clutter, and specifically toys, because I know that is a subject that comes up all the time, and it makes sense because it's an area that just every few months there's a birthday or Christmas or something comes up and more stuff comes into the home, and it's kind of a challenge to stay on top of it and keep things going out as well. So I'm gonna take stock of what Max actually has, and I'm gonna try to sort it out in what he actually uses, what he could use the next 6 months until Christmas. And then I'm gonna try and be a little brutal about getting rid of some stuff as well. My hope is I'm gonna have a pretty big donate pile by the end of this, because I feel like there's a lot already and we are pretty conscious of it. So let's get started. Whenever I'm doing projects like this, I really like to gather everything up, sort it out, and just see what I've got in one place. So that's what I'm gonna start off with. Gather everything. That is just for one kid, and he's only 1 year old. I can't believe how much stuff one baby has. That's crazy. I'm actually kind of surprised, no wonder that I was starting to feel kind of cramped and claustrophobic in here. I was just feeling like there's toys everywhere. So this looks like it's the perfect time to go through this, and it looks like I'm going to have to be a little rough on it too, because there's a lot. Okay, so first thing I've done is to kind of try and section it out by kind. So over here we have a lot of the blocks that he likes to stack. A box where he likes to put the blocks through the top part. A small section of things with wheels. Different kinds of rattles. Over here we have a lot of tools, things he can use as hammer. We have puzzles and different kinds of musical instrument things. Over here in this little wheel cart we have different kinds of balls, random toys, a drum, a lot of teddy bears. There's this thing that he actually really loves playing with. He loves filling things. All of this is all Lego. It's like Lego for babies, so it's all choke safe, stuff like that. And that is also this whole bag over here. It's gigantic. That is like a whole bag that we got from my grandparents that they had that they wanted to give to Max. And my mom said that she might want it at her place, so it's possible that I'll just give her that whole bag, and then when he goes to visit her, he can play with that stuff. But I'm gonna have to sort through every category and find out what I can get rid of, because there's kind of a lot. So I think my strategy is to take a little bit out of every category. So remove a puzzle, rattles, remove some bath toys, remove some teddy bears, and just kind of trim it down a bit. Let's get started. He does not need 2 of these, and this one is horribly off key. This one is going in the donate pile. He got this one from his great grandmother, and he loves balls right now. So I'm gonna let him keep these 3 and then probably just get rid of this tiny little one. This one is like a walker. His favorite thing right now is to stand on top of it. So I think we're gonna try and get him a scooter or something instead, because this is just way too much fun to climb. And he falls all the time, so it's really not safe for him right now. He loves all of these instruments. He loves rattling them. And this is a drum part. And it's also the container. We're gonna let him keep all of those instruments, and he also just got these, so he'll have a lot of fun with those for the next 6 months. We will add this one in there. These are all like baby chew toys, rattles. This one that he used to look at when he was a baby. He's not getting any use out of that anymore. So that is gonna go. These are as well. He never really understood this one, so I'm gonna pass that on as well. And someone else will love this thing. Max got this one for Christmas, and he loved it for a few months, but he doesn't really play with it anymore, and it's really big. So I think I'm just gonna donate that. This is the cutest little box that he got from Morten's sister and husband. And there's a little mouse in here, and I don't know if you can tell, but he loves taking out all these little parts, playing with this thing, trying to put him back in. And just opening and closing this thing right now is the best thing ever. So that thing is definitely staying. These are all just like kitchen items that he somehow gets a hold of. He loves moving things around between these. So he can do this for like forever, is what it feels like. But I'm gonna put this back in the kitchen. We still haven't found a place to hang this. His cousin made this for him, and she's really good at crocheting. So I'm gonna try and see if I can find a shelf or something to hang. We have tried hanging it different places, but he keeps ripping it down. But we'll give it a last go. He loves playing with these blocks, so they are all staying. He can practice his stacking. So that's pretty cool. This thing he also uses quite a bit. And he's actually pretty good at finding the right hole and trying to put it through. So he'll definitely get some use out of that in the next while. And the sound when they fall is really loud. So I take these like small bean bags that my mom gave him, and I put those in the bottom, and he also likes playing with them. So I might just keep 2 and get rid of the other 2. Max's cousin just gave him these for his birthday. And he was so proud to give him some of his dinosaurs. So these 3 little guys are definitely staying. And Max loves playing with them as well. They're fun to put through holes too. Max is only 1, and he doesn't really understand the concept of cars yet. This one he hardly ever plays with, so I'm gonna donate that. Morten might have some kind of sentimental value with this one because he bought that for him. And then this one, he actually plays with it. He loves playing with this flower over here, making it dangle. So it might be the next to go, and then add in some real cars or something. I don't know, but for now these 2 are staying and this one's going. There are so many bath toys in our bathtub. They just pile up really fast. This is all part of one big, like you put these ones on as legs. And they stick out, and then you put on this thing, and then you put these on top. But he actually really loves playing with these, but I can only find 1, and this one he never uses. So I think I'll just let him keep the turtles, pass these along, let him keep this stuff, and then he can play with that. That also makes it possible for me to maybe fit it all in here. So bath things are all in here now, and they can stay kind of organized. There are a lot of 12 parts here. He got this one for Christmas and he loves it. He's really good at hammering on this, so that is definitely staying. Then he also got all of these little parts. That is one of the challenges with birthday presents for kids, is that usually it's not one item. So you say, I like some tools for my son, and then you get a whole case of all kinds of stuff. So I think I'm just gonna take out some of these little bits and pieces because he's not gonna use those right now. And then I'm not sure about the safety hassle of him walking around with these ones. They are kind of pointy. Maybe I'll save this one for somewhere for later. I'll let him keep that one, but these ones, it's just like, it's too much. He doesn't play with it. This will do just fine for him. He doesn't have a ton of teddy bears, but he doesn't have a lot. And I just want to get a few out of there. If I can get 3 out, then I'm satisfied. These ones are definitely staying. This one can go. This tiny little one, he never really plays with it. This one he runs around with. I think I'll take the big one. Okay, teddy bears reduced by 4. This thing, he loves moving these little beads around. That is the biggest hit for a 1-year-old apparently, so this one stays. And then I just have to figure out what I'm gonna do with this whole bag of Duplo, and then there's a whole case here too. So I might go through that at some other point. I might not. So I might just keep this whole box because he really loves all of these little animals and bits and pieces. So I think I'm just gonna let him keep all of these. It might sound kind of weird, but I just know that those are the kind of items that he's gonna bring everywhere, and he's gonna lose some, and some are gonna be lost in the car, they fall out of the stroller, all that kind of stuff. So I don't mind that we have a lot of them because he's gonna put them everywhere. He'll kind of donate those on his own. I don't need to do that for him. So this is what I'm keeping. I have this box for his room, and then this one we put in the living room. All the tools. This one he actually doesn't really play with. I forgot that. It's really cute, and I don't know if I'll keep it just to put on his shelf somewhere. But he doesn't play with it, and he doesn't get it. So what do you think? Keep the dog or donate the dog? This will go in the living room. This is for his room. Are all bath items. So this is what I'm keeping, and I got it down quite a lot, so I'm happy. I haven't touched the Duplo over here, but I think I got rid of, what, a third? I'm satisfied, I'm happy. And then this is what I chose to get rid of. Baby decluttering, round 1. I got rid of a good chunk of Max's toys, and I am really happy with the result. It is kind of tough every time you're going through like downsizing or decluttering or something like that. It's difficult because you have to apply a certain level of ruthlessness, so you have to just get at it and get like goal oriented, and then still of course you have to like some of the things, even going through Max's toys, some of them are gonna have some level of sentimental value to me. So some of the things I might have to just like stop and think for a bit. Am I actually okay with donating this or passing it on? Do I want to maybe give it to a niece or nephew or something instead? But it's always that balance, because you can't let that determine everything, because then you won't ever get rid of anything. Then everything will just stay and it will pile up and it will just get overwhelming. So if your goal is to declutter or downsize with a kid, then you have to really still try and be like tough love with the toys, because Max is not gonna miss it. I'm keeping the things that he really loved and the things that he has really played with. So a lot of things that I've taken away now are not things that he necessarily ever used that much. And that's why some of the items sometimes just they get to a place where they feel like they're just in the way, but you can't really see which items are in the way, so you kind of just have to lay them all out there and take stock of what you got. And maybe it doesn't make sense to have 20 cars, maybe 10 cars will be enough if your kid really likes cars. How many tools, how many instruments, like it goes on, and it will always be you who have to just decide, or if your kid is older, trying to decide with them and get them in the habit of passing things on. If you can help your kids understand the value of donating things and passing things on, I think that is awesome. Anyways, that's it for this video this week, guys. I hope you found it helpful somehow, and I would love to know below, where do you donate your stuff to? Do you donate it to like a shelter, a thrift store, whatever? I'm really curious to know. So please leave that down in the comments. Let me know what you think. Give the video a thumbs up and share it with your friends if you found it helpful. It really helps me a lot to reach more people. So if you do that, I'm really happy. Subscribe if you haven't already. There's a little bell you can click so that you get a notification every time I post a new video. And we'll see you guys next week. Bye!